Again, for those who just joined, الرولز بتاعت الليسن دي I will not accept any questions خالص to have time to finish the lesson. كلنا جنبنا ورقة وقلم، اللي عنده any question يكتبها جنبه عشان ما ينساهاش وتتبعت لي في آخر السيشن. واحنا لما هنحل عليها مرة واثنين وثلاثة at the end you will find that you get the idea. Okay, prep one? So in today's lesson, we are going to take dividing an expression by a monomial. Let's first go and remember how do we divide terms, because this is what we are going to use mainly in this lesson. For example, if I'm telling you that I want to divide 24x to the power of 4 divided by 6x squared. We said that when we are dividing, we go and divide the coefficient with the coefficient. So 24 divided by 6, this is equal to 4. And for the subtraction, for the variables, we go and subtract the powers when we are dividing. So it's going to be x to the power of 4 minus 2. So at the end, I have 4x squared. Again, if I want to divide, for example, 18x to the power of 3 divided by 6x squared. What should I do? Go and divide the coefficients together. 18 divided by 6, this is equal to 3. And what about the variables? Since I have the same variable, both of them are x, so I'm going to make x divided and the power of 3 minus 2. I subtract powers when I am dividing, so I will have at the end 3x. Let's go now and see what's this lesson about. In question number 1, if the symbols in the following expression are non-zero numbers, yani he is telling me that those numbers are not zeros. X is not a zero number. Find the quotient in each of the following cases. Manage just 1 minute. Prep 1, can we all write please on the group someone is joining called 1C. I will not admit anyone with a different name. So here, as we can see, we have an expression and we want to divide it by a monomial. What should we do? Can you hear me now, ya Lamar? Again, I have here an expression 24x to the power of 4 minus 18x to the power of 3 minus 42x squared, and I want to divide it by 6x squared. What should I do is that I'm going to take each term and divide it alone by 6x squared. So here I am having 24x to the power of 4, and I want to divide it by 6x squared. 24x to the power of 4 divided by 6x to the power of 2. First, we go and divide the coefficients. 24 divided by 6, this is equal to 4. And x to the power of 4 divided by x to the power of 2, we subtract the power, so it is x to the power of 2. So here my first term is going to be 4x to the power of 2. Then I'm going to take the second term, and don't forget it's with a negative sign. So now I have negative 18x to the power of 3, and I want to divide it by the monomial which I have, 6x to the power of 2. So I'm going to make negative 18 divided by 6, the coefficient divided by the coefficient. This is equal to negative 3. And x to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 2, this is equal to x to the power of 1. And we don't write the power when it is 1. So I have here negative 3x. I still have one more expression, one more term, which is negative 42x squared. So I want to have negative 42x squared divided by 6x squared. Negative 42 divided by 6, this is equal to, just a second to see who is in the waiting room. Okay, so this is equal to negative 7. And x squared divided by x squared, so this is x to the power of 2 minus 2, which is equal to x to the power of 0, so I don't write it. So I will have here at the end negative 7. Let's go and do now question number 2. Again, I have here an expression, and I want to divide it by a monomial. What should I do? I'm going to take each term alone and divide it by the monomial I have. So here I will have now أول واحدة 6x, 60x to the power of 6. I want to divide it by negative 12x to the power of 3. Go first and divide the coefficients. 60 divided by negative 12, this is equal to negative 5. And I have the same variable, so when I am dividing them together, I am going to go and subtract the powers. It's now going to be x to the power of 3, because it's x to the power of 6 minus 3, which is x to the power of 3. So the first term I have in the quotient is negative 5, x to the power of 3. I finished the first term. I'm going now for the second term. And don't forget, please, that the second term has a negative sign. So I will have negative 48 x to the power of 10 divided by negative 12 x to the power of 3. Negative 48 divided by negative 12, this is equal to positive 4. And x to the power of 10 divided by x to the power of 3, x to the power of 10 minus 3, which is equal to x to the power of 7. So the second term that I have in my quotient is positive 4x to the power of 7. I have here now the third term left, so I'm going to divide negative 12 x to the power of 3 divided by negative 12 x to the power of 3. Negative 12 divided by negative 12, this is equal to 1. And x to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 3, it's x to the power of 0. So at the end, I have the answer of positive 1. I said anyone who have a question, write it and send it to me at the end. I will not accept the questions now. Okay. Will you please write to me in the chat if you get the idea now or not? Layla, there is no one in the waiting room. Layla, we didn't put x in the last one because x divided by 3. Yani x to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 3, this is equal to x to the power of 0. So we don't write it. Let's go now for number 3. Now in number 3, again, I have an expression and I want to divide it by a monomial. The steps that I should follow is I'm going to take each term, and please, when you are taking the term, put in mind the sign before it. So here I am taking each term and dividing it alone by the monomial which I have. Without doing it by in a draft outside, now we have 32. I'm going to divide it. 32, I'm going to divide it by negative 8. 32 divided by negative 8, this is equal to negative 4. X to the power of 5 divided by x to the power of 3, we go and subtract the powers. So it's going to be x to the power of 2. We finished the first term. Let's go for the second. Negative 48 divided by negative 8. This is equal to negative 6. Sorry, positive 6. Negative 48 divided by negative 8, this is equal to positive 6. And x to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 3, it's going to give me x to the power of 0, so I don't write it. At the end, I finished the second one. I now have the third one. Positive 72 divided by negative 8, this is equal to negative 9. X to the power of 7 divided by x to the power of 3, subtract the power, so it is x to the power of 4. Is it clear now, prep 1? Please write in the chat. Okay, let's go now for question number 4. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to solve it by yourself in an external paper beside you and compare your answers with the one I'm going to write. Give yourself 2 minutes to solve question number 4. Again, we have here an expression, and I want to divide it by a monomial. So what I should do is, first decide I have a term called 3a squared b, another term called negative 6ab squared, positive 12ab. I'm going to divide each term alone with the monomial that I have. So here I will have 3a squared b. I want to divide it by negative 3ab. 3 divided by negative 3, this is equal to negative 1. And a squared divided by a, this is equal to a. B divided by b, both of them are canceled together. So the first term is going to be negative a. Going for the second term, I have negative 6. A, b to the power of 2. I want to divide it by the monomial which I have, negative 3, ab. Negative 6 divided by negative 3, this is equal to positive 2. A divided by a, they are canceled together, since I'm going to have an answer of a to the power of 0. B to the power of 2 divided by b, so I will have b to the power of 2 minus 1, which is equal to b. So I now have positive 2b. The last one, I'm going to make 12ab divided by negative 3ab. 12 divided by negative 3, this is equal to negative 4. And a divided by a, they are canceled together. B divided by b, they are canceled together. So at the end, I will have negative 4. I hope it's clear now, prep 1. Let's go now for number 5. Again, I have an expression, and I want to divide it by a monomial. Give yourself 2 minutes to solve it alone and then come back. Compare the answers with the one I'm going to write. Yassine, there is no y. This is, I want to, he's telling me that I want to divide this expression by this expression. It's not a y. Did you get it, Yassine? Never mind. Exactly, يا آدم. طيب Mustafa, concentrate while I'm solving question number 5 now. In question number 5, I have here an expression and I want to divide it by a monomial. So I'm going now to take each term alone in the expression and divide it alone by the monomial which I have. So, ya Mustafa, now I have 2 divided by 2. This is equal to 1. I don't write the coefficient when it is 1. A to the power of 3 divided by a to the power of 2. This is equal to a. B to the power of 2 divided by b to the power of 2. It is b to the power of 0. So we don't write any variable to the power of 0. I will go now for the second term. Negative 4, which is my coefficient, divided by 2, which is the coefficient here. This is equal to negative 2. A to the power of 2 divided by a to the power of 2. A to the power of 2 divided by a to the power of 2. This is equal to a to the power of 0, so I don't write it. B to the power of 3 divided by b to the power of 2. This is equal to b to the power of 1. I don't write power 1, so it is only b. Now going for the third term, I have positive 6 divided by 2. This is equal to positive 3. A squared divided by a squared, it's a to the power of 0. I don't write it. B squared divided by b squared, it's also b to the power of 0. I don't write it. Did you get it now, ya Mustafa? In question number 2, it is the same concept, but written in a different way. And I'm going to do the same I did in question 1. I have here a whole expression divided by a monomial, which is negative 4a. So I'm going to take each term and divide it by negative 4a. Beginning with the first term, 16a to the power of 3. So I'm going to take the coefficient divided by the negative 4 as a coefficient. 16 divided by negative 4, this is equal to negative 4. A to the power of 3 divided by a, this is equal to a to the power of 3 minus 1, which is equal to a to the power of 2. I am done with the first. I am going now to go to the second. Negative 12 divided by negative 4, this is equal to positive 3. A to the power of 2 divided by a, this is equal to a to the power of 2 minus 1, which is a to the power of 1, yani a. Going to the third one now, 8a minus 4a, 8a divided by 4a, so this is equal to negative 2. And a divided by a, this is equal to a to the power of 1 minus 1, yani a to the power of 0. I don't write the variable when it is to the power of 0. Let's go now and make question number 2. Again, I have an expression divided by a monomial. So I am going to take each term alone and divide it by the monomial which I have. I'm going to take first 15x to the power of 3, y to the power of 2, and divide it by, and the first 15 x to the power of 3, y to the power of 2, divided by negative 9 xy. 15 divided by negative 9, if you write it on your calculator, you will get negative 5 over 3. X to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 2, this is x to the power of 3 minus 1, which is x to the power of 2. Y to the power of 2 divided by y, this is only y to the power of 1. And then I will have the second term, which is 6x, y to the power of 2 divided by negative 9xy. Divide first the coefficients together. 6 divided by negative 9, this is equal to negative 2 over 3. X divided by x, they are canceled together. Y squared divided by y, this is equal to y to the power of 1, which is y. So my final answer here, the term is negative 2 over 3y. Going for the last one now, I have negative 3xy divided by negative 9xy. Negative 3 divided by negative 9, this is equal to 1 over 3, which is positive 1 over 3, of course. X divided by x, they are canceled together. Y divided by y, they are canceled together. So this is equal to only positive 1 over 3. Hope it's clear now, prep 1. All what we did here in question number 2 is that when I made 15 divided by -9, this is going to give me a fraction. It's not going to give me a whole number. So I'm going to write the fraction as it is and the variables beside it. That's all in question number 2. That's the difference. Now, let's have a look at question number 3, and I need your concentration, please. Here I have an expression divided by a monomial, so I am going to divide each term alone, and please keep in mind the signs. I'm going to divide it by the monomial or the term that I have. So here the first one is 5, L to the power of 2, M to the power of 3, N. I want to divide it by -5N. 5 divided by -5, this is equal to -1. We said that we don't write a coefficient when it is 1. So it is only, I will put the negative. L to the power of 2 here, I have no L to the power of 2 in -5N. So L to the power of 2, I'm going to write it as it is. M to the power of 3, I have nothing like it. I have no M, so I'm going to write it as it is. And then N divided by N, they are going to be canceled together. So the first one is negative L to the power of 2, M to the power of 3. And then I'm going to take the second one, -20, M to the power of 2, N to the power of 3. This is divided by -5N. Again, dividing the coefficients together, -20 divided by -5, this is equal to +4. M squared, I don't have here an M squared, so it's gonna be written as it is. N to the power of 3 divided by N, this is N to the power of 3 minus 1, which is N to the power of 2. So the term here is +4, M to the power of 2, N to the power of 2. The last term, I have -15, M, N to the power of 5, divided by -5N. Divide the coefficients first. -15 divided by -5, this is equal to 3. M divided by, I don't have M here, so it's going to be written as it is. N to the power of 5 divided by N, this is N to the power of 5 minus 1, which is equal to N to the power of 4. So now I will have +3 M N to the power of 4. Will you please now go and answer question number 4, and I will give you 2 minutes and start solving it. اوكي ادم محمد، ممكن الكويستشن بتاعتكم تتكتب في الشات؟ Okay, so let's go now and solve question number 4. We agreed that when I have an expression divided by a monomial or a term, what I should do is go and divide each term alone by the monomial or by the term, and keep in mind the signs. So the first one, I'm going to make 18 x to the power of 4, y to the power of 2, divided by -6, x to the power of 2, y to the power of 2. Divide the coefficient together. 18 divided by negative 6, this is equal to negative 2. X to the power of 4 divided by x to the power of 2, this is equal to x to the power of 4 minus 2, which is x to the power of 2. Y to the power of 2 divided by y to the power of 2, it's y to the power of 2 minus 2, which is y to the power of 0, so they are cancelled together. So the first term in the answer is negative 2, x to the power of 2. Now I will go for the second term, negative 4, negative 42, x to the power of 5, y to the power of 4. I want to divide it by negative 6, x squared, y squared. Again, the first step, we go and divide the coefficients together. This is negative 3. Negative 42 divided by negative 6, this is equal to positive 7. X to the power of 5 divided by x to the power of 2. This is x to the power of 5 minus 2, which is equal to x to the power of 3. Y to the power of 4 divided by y to the power of 2. This is y to the power of 4 minus 2, which is y to the power of 2. So I have here positive 7, x to the power of 3, y to the power of 2. The last term is 30, x to the power of 6, y to the power of 5, divided by negative 6, x to the power of 2, y to the power of 5. Again, go and divide the coefficients together. 30 divided by negative 6, this is equal to negative 5. X to the power of 6 divided by x to the power of 2, this is x to the power of 6 minus 2, which is equal to x to the power of 4. Y to the power of 5 divided by y to the power of 5, this is y to the power of 0, so they are cancelled together. This is y. So it's going to be y to the power of 5 minus 2, which is y to the power of 3. So I have here negative 5, x to the power of 4, y to the power of 3. Is it clear now, prep 1? Please, if you have anything in this page unclear, write in the chat. Okay, so let's go now for page 28. Okay, now in page 28, question number 3, we are going to use the distributive property that we used in unit 1. Here we have 97 times 12 minus 97 times 8. So this is equal to 97 times, open a bracket, 12 minus 8, just like the one you have in your quiz. And my denominator is 97 times 4. So now I will have 97 times 12 minus 8, this is equal to 4, over 97 times 4. So here my answer is equal to 1. Is it clear, prep 1? Please write in the chat if there is a problem in this question. Okay, going for question number 2. Question number 2, I have 19 all squared minus 2 times 2 times 19 plus 19. So again, I'm going to use the distributive property. 19 to the power of 2 means 19 times 19. Negative 2 times 19 plus 19. As you can see here, the repeated number which I have is the 19. Here I have 3 groups, 2 numbers, 2 numbers, and here is 1 number, so as if it's multiplied by 1. And this is the mistake that you did in your quiz. في ناس كتيرة نسيت تحط minus 1 في distributive property. Over 19. So now I'm going to use the distributive property in the numerator. 19 times, open a bracket, 19 minus 2 plus 1. Over 19. And my final answer is going to be equal to 19 times 18 over 19. So the 19 is canceled together. My final answer is 18. Do you have any problem in this question? Malak, all what we do in question number 1 is that we are using النيوميريتور بتاعي بعمل له distribution property. The distribution property, I take out the number which is repeated times, open a bracket, النمبرز اللي فاضلة 18 minus 8. So now it's 97 times 4 over 97 times 4. Distributive property العادية اللي بناخدها من primary 5. Okay, let's go now for question number 4. Simplify. لما بشوف كلمة simplify, this means that I must to combine the like terms. So simplify means combine the like terms. Let's go and see. I have here 2x to the power of 2y, 8xy, يعني 8x to the power of 2y, و 5x squared y. The three are like terms. So I will have here 2x squared y plus, we said we take each term with the sign before it, plus 8x squared y plus 5x squared y. And then I have positive 5xy squared, positive 4xy squared. So positive 5xy squared, positive 4xy squared. Combine the like terms together. Yani I'm going to add those three like terms together. When I am adding, again, when I am adding like terms, I go only and add the coefficient. 2 plus 8 plus 5. This is equal to 15. And the variable, which is x squared y, remains as it is when I am adding. And then I'm going to combine the other two like terms. Positive 5xy squared, positive 4xy squared. So now I'm going to combine the like terms, adding only the coefficient, positive 5 plus 4, this is equal to positive 9. And the variables remains as they are when I am adding. After I finish my simplification, he wants me to divide the answer with 3xy. So I'm going to take each term and divide it by 3xy. After I simplify the expression, then divide the result by 3xy. So I'm going to take 15x squared y, which is the first term in my answer, divided by 3xy. Divide the coefficient, 15 divided by 3, this is equal to 5. X squared divided by x, this is equal to x. and y divided by y, they are canceled together. So I will have now my answer as 5x. This is the first term. The second term is 9xy squared. I want to divide it by 3xy. So 9 divided by 3, this is equal to 3. X divided by x to the power of 0, so they are canceled together. Y squared divided by y, this is equal to y. So after I finished my answer, now I'm going to عملت ايه 5x squared y plus 9xy squared. I divided by 3xy and I got this answer. Any question, prep 1? If you have a question, write it in the chat and I'm going to check it. Now we are going to go for number 6. In number 6, I have 12x to the power of 3y squared minus 4x to the power of 2y squared. And I want to divide it by 4x squared y squared. So first, we are going to do the first term, which is 12, x to the power of 3, y to the power of 2, divided by 4x squared, y squared. Divide the coefficients, 12 divided by 4, this is equal to 3. X to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 2, this is x. Y to the power of 2 divided by y to the power of 2, so they are canceled together. So the first term I will have here is 3x. Now go divide the second term, and don't forget that the second term is negative 4x squared y squared. So I will have here negative 4x squared y to the power of 3 over 4x squared y squared. Negative 4 divided by 4, this is equal to negative 1. I don't write 1 as a coefficient, so I will only write the negative. X squared divided by x squared, it's x to the power of 0, so they are canceled together. Y to the power of 3 divided by y to the power of 2, this is equal to y. So I will have here negative y. After I finished the division of the expression by the monomial, he told me find the numerical value when x is equal to 1 and y is equal to negative 1. So the value, I'm going to take any x and put instead of it 1. I will have now 3 times 1. Instead of the x, I will write the 1 minus negative 1. So I will have here 3 plus 1, which is equal to 4. Remember that when I have subtraction and negative, this is going to be turned to positive. Let's go now for question number 8. First, the area of the rectangle is 24x to the power of 3 plus 18x squared plus 42x. And its width is 6x centimeter. Find the length of the rectangle in terms of x. Let's first remember that the area of the rectangle is equal to length times width, right? If I have the area and I have the width and I want to calculate the length, what should I do? I know that the length now is going to equal the area divided by the width, right? I was given that my area is equal to 24x to the power of 3 plus 18x to the power of 2 plus 42x. He already told me that this is my area of the rectangle. And I want to divide this area with the width. He told me that my width is 6x. So I'm going to divide it by 6x. So now I'm going to take each term and divide it by the monomial which I have. Now I will have 24 divided by 6. This is equal to 4. X to the power of 3 divided by x. This is x to the power of 2. And then positive 18 divided by 6. This is equal to positive 3. X squared divided by x. This is equal to x. Positive 42 divided by 6. This is equal to positive 7. X divided by x. This is x to the power of 0, so I'm not going to write it. So now I know that the width of the length of the rectangle he's looking for is equal to the area divided by width. And when I work it out, I found that the length is equal to 4x squared plus 3x plus 7. Do you have any questions, prep 1? Sif Munir, he told me that 6x is the width of the rectangle. Malak, what's your question?
مش ملكة مش.
Taqi?
Miss, I didn't really understand it.
What? Question number 8?
Yes.
Okay. Hamza, question number 8 also?
نو حضرتك بس هو ابتدى ينفع تعيدي اللي هو question 7 و 6
أنا عملت question 6 ما عملناش question 7.
اوكي
شانتال؟
Miss I don't
شانتال؟
Miss I don't understand number 5 in question number 1.
Number 5 in question number 1. Okay. In here, page 27. طيب again, I'm going to repeat question number 8. Question number 8, I know that the area of the rectangle is equal to length times width. So when I have the area and I have the width given to me, he told me that the area is 24x to the power of 3. Yani the area is this expression. And the width is 6x. He already told me that the width of the rectangle is 6x. If I want to find the length, I'm going to make the area divided by the width. He gave me the area as an expression. So 24x to the power of 3 plus 18x squared plus 42x. I'm going to divide it by the width, which he gave me as 6x. And then work it normal. 24 divided by 6, this is equal to 4. X to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 2. And then take the second term. 18x squared divided by 6x. 18 divided by 6 equal to positive 3. X squared divided by x, this is equal to x. The third term, 42 divided by 6, this is equal to 7. And x divided by x, it's x to the power of 0. I don't write it. Hamza, in question number 6, I have already an expression and he told me to divide it by this monomial. I made 12x to the power of 3y to the power of 2 divided by 4x squared y squared, and this is my answer. 12 divided by 4, 3. X to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 2 is x. Y squared divided by y squared, they are canceled together. So this is the first term. The second one is negative 4 x squared y to the power of 3 divided by 4x squared y squared. Negative 4 divided by 4, this is equal to negative 1. We agreed that we don't write 1 as a coefficient. So it's going to be only the negative. X squared divided by x squared, they are canceled together. Y to the power of 3 divided by y to the power of 2, this is equal to y. So I have negative y. Then take away all the x's and put instead of it 1, and all the y and put instead of it negative 1 to get the numerical value. Yes, I will send you the answer of question 5 and 7 by the WhatsApp. Yes, do them as homework and I will send you the model answers. Type any questions, prep 1, before we end the session for the English session to begin? If you have any question regarding this lesson, please send it to me by WhatsApp and I will answer all your questions. Now, have a nice day, prep 1. Thank you. Hamza, do you have a question?
يس مس حضرتك هو بتاع ده، هو حضرتك ان انت كنت هتقولي حاجه، قلتي امبارح ان انت هتقولي حاجه على الامتحان
انت دخلت متاخر. اوكي، الكويز انا هبعت الموديل انسر بتاعته على الجروب. You will correct it for yourself. نعرف غلطاتنا ايه وايه الليسنز اللي محتاجين نراجع عليها ونراجع عليها من فضلك. هو ده كان الهدف من الكويز بتاع بكره، بتاع امبارح اصلا.
اوكي. طب وحضرتك هتبعتي اللي هي الموديل انسر دي امتى؟
حالا.
اوكي.
هتخلص سيكشن الانجليش وتعمل كوركشن لنفسك على طول، ولو عندك question تبعتها لي.
اوكي.
اوكي.